Now, we begin.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's SturdyMods back with some more Illaoi gameplay, and today we are doing a little bit of mid lane Illaoi. So, for those who don't know, mid Illaoi is a tech that you can run. It is decent. It's really not a bad lane for Illaoi. The range matchups aren't as bad as top lane because the lane is much shorter. So you can actually land E, you have better angles for E, you have less room for them to move in. But really where Illaoi Mid shines are these melee, not necessarily assassins, but most of the mid melee champions, with the exception of Zed. Zed is really not a champion you want to go versus Illaoi, but Ekko is a perfectly reasonable champion to go versus here. So I'm going to walk y'all through how I destroy this Ekko in Grandmaster MMR. So be sure to like and subscribe. Now, one thing you're going to note is Graves does, and they do a late invade on a red. Probably a good thing we weren't there because I think we would have died. But it does mean that Talia is going to get maybe triple buff. What I want to do right now is actually try to get priority, because I know that Talia is going to need to contest their blue buff to prevent the triple buff action. So I'm going to start getting real aggressive, using the auto attack cancel. And we actually, if we maneuver correctly, we can outplay Ekko early. And now we have a significant health advantage, and we're going to create a push here, which will make it really, really tough for Ekko to move. And if you look at the minimap, you can see Talia starting to move over to their jungle. And we see Graves as well. I used the W on the minion there to get the cannon. But yeah, we need to move. And this is definitely a situation where we can have numbers advantage and try to turn the tides in their invade. It's not going to be the easiest play in the world, but it is possible. Graves does get the smite on blue. My Q doesn't line up very well. I'm going to keep going. W. This is a little bit scary, but Shen has a push. An absolutely beautiful flash stun. And just because Shen was pushing at the right time, we're able to continue this play out. And this Camille is not running flash, so Camille had no out. She ran ignite instead of flash. So once we got onto her, once her E was blown, she had nothing left. And I mean, that's just beautiful, right? And it's something I've been talking about if you've been watching my videos recently, is I'm trying to move more and more and more with the team. And being a little bit less selfish. I don't necessarily love it from a theoretical standpoint, but I think at a practical standpoint, players will just, League of Legends solo queue players will just be aggressive. And so if you're there in fights, can I get the E? Ooh, I can't get the E. And just a beautiful trade coming out here. And Ekko does have teleport. So he really should just like go ahead and reset before he loses a lot of minions. Graves going for the gank. Same behind the minion to block auto attacks. Beautiful E. Between two tentacles. Both of these champs are relatively squishy, which is really, really helpful. Because if I lane any E, it's really likely I can kill it. This guy's insane. I can't believe he went for that. I mean, I would have been better positioned to punish if I would have thought he was literally crazy. But I mean, just by not resetting, like, look at all the minions, the farm you're missing out, dude. A lot of players will get really impatient towards the end, and they'll go for like that last minion, and that's usually when you can land an E like that. I mean, Ekko decides to give it up, which isn't a big deal. It's fine. Alright, I know Ekko's going to be really aggressive off this teleport. Watch. So I'm going to bait it. Yep, two tentacles. Auto W. Avoid the stun. Q. Kill the spirit. Go for the champ. So I know that Ekko, who just spent a lot of gold and is going to have full health and mana, is going to go super aggressive there off the teleport. Because they have, like, they in theory should be stronger because they spent more gold than me. But what happens is that this sense of being stronger, they forget about the fact that they still need to outplay. Like, they still need to outplay. Like, just don't get hit by my freaking E and win. And so they kind of go brain dead mode and just run at me. And it just sets up for easy kills. Just knowing how players think, that's a really good way to get to manipulate them to take trades that they really shouldn't. I lost the plate there. I was trying to... I wanted to reset, and I didn't think the plate would die. I was off by 31 HP on the turret, so 31 damage. Oh well, missed the plate, whatever. So for a really clean lane, The advantage of Illaoi Mid is really the tentacle setup you have. The fact that it is such a short lane, again, that really does cut down on the angles people can take to dodge your E, and it gives you better avenues to land your E. And you also have an incredible wave clear. Not many champs beat Illaoi in wave clear. I went for early tabbies and trading really clean. I went tabbies because I know it doesn't really help for Ekko, but Merc trades aren't really that great either. I mean, if I get Sun, sure, but their team just doesn't have that much CC, but their team does have a lot of attack damage output between Graves, Camille, and Jhin. So I went for tabbies, and I've been rushing movement speed more. It kind of ties with this idea of I need to be with the team more, I need to move more, I need to like be on the map more. So getting those early tier 2 boots. Beautiful E on the Sun. He does an ult there, he's dead. I didn't think he had mana for it. I was kind of sad about that. I can't rotate up there in time to be useful, so I should just stay here and take the play and just kind of, you know, pour one out for my Shen. Gone too soon. I mean, just look at this wave clear. It's absolutely beautiful. And what it does is it leads to really early plates and just mid pressure, mid priority. I really should just take one of my ult accounts that's like Masters MMR and do mid Illaoi and see how it goes. It's something I've always wanted to do. Maybe we'll do that more. Let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see more mid Illaoi or a mid Illaoi account. Who knows? It honestly might be easier to climb with than top Illaoi. I know MLS does like to play mid Illaoi as well. Yeah, so not the bestie in the world. I word there to see if Ekko is going to rotate over. And if he is, maybe I can do something about it. I'm suspecting that Graves is in our top jungle. It's not even a suspect, actually. We just know Graves is like top jungle somewhere. Yeah, and they took Rift, which isn't a big deal. We definitely got more off the bot side to make up for it. A little bit low on mana. Push in and reset. It's a fine play. We go Divine Sunder this game. Their melee champs are reasonably mobile. Ekko and Graves and Camille. They're not exactly dogpile champions, so I don't really like Gore Drinker. I want Divine Sunder to keep that healing and damage sustain up on targets that are going to be moving. And so I'm going to be like Wing them alive. And because of that, Divine Sunder just makes more sense in this game. If I would recommend Divine Sunder be your core mythic, and then anytime the enemy team has a lot of melee champs, like 4 melee champs, or dogpile heavy champions, which are typically melee champs, most melee champs that aren't like assassins, then you want Gore Drinker, because Gore Drinker just counters that play style of the enemy team if they have it. Yeah, I was kind of baiting Karma there. I mean, I knew she was there, and I was kind of like trying to waste her time a little bit. These are like pretty low percentage E's. They're just kind of throwing them out on a whim. There's a fight going on top, so I'm going to rotate. See here, I probably should stop rotating because they're not committed, and Shen can just leave, and then the whole fight just kind of dissipates. And if they have any ward, then they just don't fight at all. And Ekko gets a really good push on mid. So this is like the downside risk of being a rotate-heavy player. You can rotate to a play that just kind of fizzles out, and if the enemy team laner just pushes, they get a lot of gold. So Ekko got a couple waves and a couple turret plates. Not the biggest deal ever. Ekko went bot side. We should probably suspect he's going to go for a bot lane gank with his prio. I kind of do ping it. I probably don't ping it the best way ever. But what I'm doing is I'm watching for a teleport. We also have Shen R, so I know there's a lot of ways for us to help with this fight. And once Ekko flashes in, we're going to go. That's our cue. Hey, they're committed. Let's get in there. Shen's going to bail out Sona. Pick out Ekko. Ian. Yep. Can't see, but we kind of know what's going on. We have flash, but we don't need it because we know Talia's going to come out with the W. You go backwards. Whoops. We have numbers. We're going to look for like 8 play. I probably should just hold my E. Probably shouldn't throw it like that. Okay, Camille no flash, so with that taunt, pretty easy setup. Okay, Shen's dead. Whatever. Whew. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Ekko does teleport in, and no one saw it, and I wasn't really thinking about it either. Draven plays this really well. There's really no reason Ekko gets anything, or I mean, Draven gets anything off that. So trading there was no complaints. But I'm just gonna run back mid with our abundance of gold. We're gonna go mid to Drake. I think we have first strike. Yeah, we have first strike. So definitely want to try to play to these Drakes. Now, to be fair, mid Illaoi Illaoi just isn't good depending on the enemy team comp. So if the enemy team comp was like Kennen top, Anivia mid, Kindred jungle, Karmagen bot, I wouldn't get to play League of Legends. So Illaoi is somewhat a team comp dependent champion. But Graves is being weird, being a little sus. He's like really gonna defend this like Rift really heavily. It's all I can't really stop it. I don't know why he's like doing. He's very intent on hitting me. But like if I run into the Rift Herald, she's just gonna run past me and like hit the turret. There has to be a minion wave there to stop the Herald. Just a really bad play there all around for me. Getting hit by the sun, not having E ready for when he E's onto me in the sun, and then Eing a minion out of afterwards. Just not good. That's a bug. That missed cannon. This is a tilting thing. Sometimes when you W and allow it, it won't let you like click, like right click. You have to like movement command a couple times, and then you can right click a minion. So I right clicked that cannon multiple times, and nothing happened, and it was very frustrating. And I will complain. Watch this E. That's what I mean, by the way. So when Ekko W's, he's going to go for the dash onto you. Oh, oop, okay. Ult, W, get aggressive, flash away. Once time I see is that goes from like a 90% chance to win to like a 20% chance. So I go really defensive with the ult and flash. But yeah, what you want to do versus Ekko? This Graves, I tell you. Oh, great. Now I'm tanked by Camille. If that Q2 doesn't do 150 true damage, I get to have Shen help me out there and turn the fight, and it becomes a really big deal. And all my tentacles aren't slamming, which is beautiful. Good job, Brent. Now they're slamming, you know. Okay, so back to that E I led it on Ekko. When Ekko goes to W, he's going to E onto you. What you can do is you can prime your E as he's dashing at you, so it's coming out as he hits you, and it hits perfectly even though you're stunned, you're CC'd, it doesn't matter, it still connects. And it's a great way to get kills, it's a great way to throw off echoes. It's a really good mechanical play, but you have to understand how the mechanic works to go for it. Ekko's trying to die to the base turret, but I don't think I'll let him. I'm good on that, homie. Red buff. Help Ben make sure that Graves doesn't take that. Back to mid. Kind of annoyed that Ekko got first turret, but... Or did we get first turret? I think? I don't know. Ekko beat me to killing mid turret, which is really annoying. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Clearing some minions. Farming up. Let's go see if their chickens are up. They are up, but their bot lane's nearby. Yeah, whatever. We'll just take it right in front of them. Kind of be BM a little bit. I like this mini game between me and Karma. It's kind of funny. Like I lose that, but to me it's kind of humorous. So I put a little smiley face. I like those fun little interactions. It's kind of like low threat to either party, but you're kind of like contesting something. Hey man, I was gonna kill that scuttle. Now I have to kill you. So Graves gets out, kind of weird. This whole fight's kind of weird because of the split nature of it. Lots of damage output though. Chen does end up killing Graves, so it's a 1 for 0 so far. This Ekko is so weird at times. Like, I don't know what this is. Like, why? Like, pull the wave for what? So we don't get a tier 2 turret? Kind of weird to me. Definitely playing to Drake next. I'm gonna farm bot a little bit. Just, there's not really too much to do. Trying to push this, it's okay. They end up fighting mid. It's not really a good fight. The enemy team can't do anything off of it. They die at the very least. I like this team we have. If you look at chat, we're very like, it's okay. Basically, the copium is they die early enough that they'll be up for Drake. And that is a silver lining. I'll take it. It's okay. I say, yeah, not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's important. This is like a life advice thing, and something that no one in League of Legends really does, and I don't really know why. But it's like a best practice thing when you're working with people. You should glorify successes, and you should critique failures, but not in public. You should do it in private, like in 1v1s, one-on-ones, or something, right? So if my teammates do something bad, as long as they're good intention, they didn't mean it, they just played poorly, I'm not going to gripe on them, right? They probably already realized it was a bad play. It's only helping me to do that, and it's at their expense. So that's not really a good thing to do. And when your teammates do something good, you should hype them up, right? You should say, nice job, clean play. And you don't have to be like weird about it. And just be like, wow, that was excellent. Like, just be genuine. It's not a weird thing. But that's one of the big downsides of the League community, is especially in high elo, the egomaniacs, the just pure degeneracy. But maybe if I like show y'all like better ways to act, maybe we can make a change. I don't know. Probably not, but as Kanye says, who the kid's gonna listen to? I guess it's me if it isn't you. That's true. True, Kanye. Good one. And we're gonna teleport in to bail out our Shen. I don't like Camille's because Camille is a stupid champion with way too much mobility, way too much true damage, way too much utility. So I get extra angry and I use my flash to kill her. Probably, honestly, I probably shouldn't use flash for 1v1s like that at this point in the game, but it works out, so no big deal. That flash was probably fine because Drake was just taken, and the next Drake won't be for a hot minute. But what you want to do is really save flash for like big team fights. So here we just need to W spam. With Sona's move speed, we catch up to him eventually, and then her slow will help out. And now he zooms, so he can't do anything. The key thing there, and something that a lot of like lower elo players might do that could lead to Ekko escaping, is they'll like stop to throw Q or E out. What happens is you just need to stay on top of the champion, and every time you W leap, you're outrunning the champion, so to speak, Ekko. So don't use your Q or E in those situations. Maybe E, because your E has the slow, but don't Q. Unless you're like queuing for the kill and you can't keep up with the champion. Yeah, so they got some peeps here. Miss E, you know, whatever. Run away. Yo, they're really on to me about taking these jungle camps. I'm not gonna lie, they were not having it. The chickens earlier, now the Krug. It's like, yo, just let me take this stuff. Come on. Oh, they're being toxic. We have 3 Drakes. We're really just waiting for the 4th Drake. If we get several kills, we could rush Baron. But this is another thing in lower elo that people would like. People would try to like just force a Baron, but it's like, why? It's unlikely to pan out. At best, it's a 50-50. At worst, it's actually a low percentage play if you're the winning team, because you're fighting Baron and the enemy team, so you're fighting on two fronts, and you have the Baron debuff coming out onto your teammates. And your win con is literally just Dragon. Like, just wait for Drake. Just farm the map. Try to get picks like this. Really good job by Sona and Shen. And then if you get some picks, yeah, then you can take Baron. But you don't just run to Baron and try to start it, which is something when I'm smurfing I see a lot of, and I don't understand. I think people just don't know what to do and they farm everything, and they're like, well, we have to do something, and it's like, no, you're literally throwing. So take Baron when it makes sense. It shouldn't feel forced. It should feel pretty obvious. It comes in, pretty much runs it down. Oh, you just need to make sure we land E on someone. I ult, I can't see, can't play the game. Get E onto Ekko. Turn back. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I get Death Sands, really nice. I have my 3 items. And we will run to the dragon. Team very poggers. True, past me. This team was. That's very true. We're gonna run to Drake. And we're gonna take Drake. This is our Drake. We're just setting up. Ward's kind of annoying me, because I can't land E's. What I want to do is sit in this pit and like land E's on anyone who comes up around the backside of Drake. And obviously if there's Ward there, then I can't get any sneaky ones off, because they'll see me. It's kind of a problem with wards. We're gonna kind of split push. Ekko honestly kind of bodies me here. Do you have Night Harvester or something? No, he has Hextech Protobelt, right? I'm gonna recall and just teleport. I don't want to take a fight at 1k HP when I have teleport. My team does a good job. They win the fight, which is what I would expect of them. So it's not like a surprise. It's just like, yeah. At this point in the game, pretty much any fight we take, we win. And I'm running top, but I'm not even looking at my champion. I'm just looking at, like, where do I teleport? Because we're going to teleport. So if I'm going to teleport, I might as well run top and take a minion or two. Then I'll teleport to the minion to keep it alive while we siege the base. And it does look like the team's kind of AFK. Like, Graves is in here, not defending. Camille's not really doing anything. Their bot lane's trying, but the game's pretty much over. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that beautiful display of Illaoi Mid. The rotations were just primo. Good mid priority. Good rotations. Great team fights. Not really too many things gone wrong. Fun game. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow.